Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about rotation, and I'm going to play a piece for you called Etude Opus 20 number 4 by Felix Le Couppey, and you'll notice the rotation gesture in my right arm, hand, and wrist in the outer A sections, and in the left hand in the B section. Using the rotation gesture, we can certainly do a lot with beautiful voicing and phrase shaping. So how do we, I wanted to tell you though that this wonderful etude is in Etudes with Technique Book 5, which correlates with the Festival Collection completely. So if you use the Festival Collection Book 5, you can also have your students use the Etudes with Technique Book 5. So how do our youngest students learn how to use a rotation technique? This is one of those techniques that really gets messed up if it's not taught properly throughout the years. So let's have your students just put their arms out in front of them and feel like they are turning a doorknob or turning a tennis racket, or maybe they are changing an old-fashioned light bulb, or they've seen somebody turn an old-fashioned light bulb. And this is the motion. So the hand, the wrist, and the forearm all move in the same direction at the same time. That is the key to success. So in the very beginning of the rotation teaching, you can look at the All-in-One Approach to Succeeding at the Piano, Book 2B, or Piano Success, Book 2B. And on page 25, we have Gliding Like a Swan. So I say here, rotation is when the hand, wrist, and forearm move from side to side as if turning a doorknob. So the first little exercise on this page, we have a very simple rotation gesture in the key of D major, and the student is asked to move from one octave to the next octave, always observing what their playing apparatus is doing. Then once the student has that, they can incorporate a little drop and a roll motion at the end of the phrase. And you know me, I put a little drip, drop, roll boy icon at the end of those little motives so that students remember that gesture. In the left hand, and don't be afraid to have students move their torso either to the right or to the left so that they are in control and balanced when they go to the outer registers of the keyboard. All right, so those were technique exercises 1 and 2. And the third one is in contrary motion. And the reason why I did that was so that students could feel the same feeling in both hands. And drop and roll, and then this. And this really isn't rotation, this is just rolling. So there's a big difference between rotation like this and rolling. And then drop, and then roll forward and off the keys. Okay, so in the same book, all of you, on page 34, Castle in the Mist, I'll let you know when the rotation gestures begin. Go. Listen for them and watch in the right arm and hand. Not nice? Back back and forth, back and forth. Just side to side, like a boat is gently moving in the water at the dock. The student can just roll down and around. And let's go ahead and look at one more in this book. We're still in all-in-one book 2B from Piano Success, Succeeding at the Piano. Breakdown Boogie. Oh my gosh. Those rotation gestures here. So you know what? I think we could use a little bit of rotation here. Don't you think? That feels even better. So let's ask our students, how does it feel better? If they're just playing like this, nice and tightly, then they start to get very sticky, not sticky, but straight fingers and curled fifth fingers. But if we employ a little bit of rotation, oh, that feels really good. Where's some other spots we could do this? Right there. You can have them play back and forth from the C and the G, that fourth interval, and then add the note in between. Same thing here. Same thing here. There's a falling fourth. Instead of playing all tight, you notice how ugly that sound is? Ugh. So instead, let's go ahead and have them practice that rotation gesture, and then same thing there. So, as you notice at the very beginning when I was playing that piece, I didn't know exactly where the rotation would come into play. But once I started to play it, thinking about that I could be a little bit more free at the piano, I wanted to have better phrasing, better sound, then I knew where to put it.